Let's learn how to play Hit the Road, Jack by Ray Charles. Hey gang, welcome to this fantastic tutorial on Hit the Road Jack by Ray Charles. Thanks for joining us here at Chevin's Music, your one-stop shop for everything guitar. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. That helps us out so much. If you want to support the channel, you can always buy me a coffee. That link is in the description below as well. That's enough talk! Let's get into the tutorial. Alright, here we are for the tutorial for Hit the Road Jack by Ray Charles. Couple of housekeeping things let's talk about. First, the original song is in the key of A flat minor, which is not a good key for guitar. If you wanted to play this using easy shapes, and we're going to play it using easy shapes anyway, but we're going to be tuned up to standard, you would need to tune your guitar down a half step, which means you need to be E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and E flat, right? So if you wanted to play along with the recording as it is on like Apple Music or Spotify. However, something I found, if you type in here on YouTube, you know, Hit the Road Jack, and you type in 440 tuning, someone has already retuned it for you. So that's a lot easier than retuning your guitar. You just go look up that video and you can play along with it using the shapes I'm about to show you. So I'm going to put it up in A minor, and I'm tuned to standard, so this won't exactly match the recording, but if you go find that YouTube video where it's tuned up to 440 hertz, you will find a version that you can play along with. So let's look at what we're going to do in the beginning. In the beginning, we have this little bass line thing, and I like to do it up on the 5th fret low E string. So here, then down 2 frets. You're going to grab that with your first finger, then slide it back 2 frets, and open it up. So we got boom, 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 boom. Just downstrokes here on the right hand. Boom, 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 boom. Now, I'm going to show you 2 different ways to play it. One using bar chords, and the other using regular old open chords. So let's learn the open chord version first, right? It's just an A minor. We're going to put an A minor over here. First finger on the 1st fret B string. 2 and 3 out here on the 2nd fret, just like that. Strum from the A string down. All right, and then we're going to move to a good old G chord. First finger is going to come off. We're going to move our 2nd finger down a string, and look, 3rd finger to the 3rd fret low E, pinky to the high E. There we go. So, now the next one is still a bar chord. I'm going to show you the bar chord, but then I'm going to show you a workaround too, real quick. So we're going to bar the 1st fret. We're going to make an F chord. We're going to bar the 1st fret, and we're going to make an E right out there in front. So our 2nd finger is going to be there on the G, right next to the bar. 2 and 3 out here, 2 frets from the bar on the A and D strings. Strum the whole thing. There's your F. Now, if you're having trouble with that, you could always play an F major 7 over C. Try not to play the high E or the low E. Try to play everything in the middle. Then it becomes just an F. It becomes an F over C. So it'd be A minor, G, and then an E chord. All right, so 1st finger on the G, 1st fret. 2 and 3 out here on the A and D strings, 2nd fret. There we go. Now, cool thing to remember, if you're playing this F major 7 over C, watch what you can do. You just slide it back. There it is. You can do that with the bar too. You got the F bar, and you just slide it back. But there I'm making it with fingers 2, 3, and 4 rather than 1, 2, and 3. So there we go. So let's look here. We got A minor, G, F, slide it back for the E. There we go. Now let me show you what you can do with the right hand. Okay, so it's kind of a bass string and treble thing, kind of almost like a bluegrass thing. So you see what I'm doing? I'm doing down on the bass strings, and then pretty much the whole chord. So. hit the road, Jack. I can't sing tonight this morning. Don't you come back no more. There we go. So we got our intro. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back. And you get together. There we go. Now let me show you one more way that you can play this with bar chords, right? And it sounds a little bit cleaner, a little bit cooler. It would sound really good on electric guitar. So we're going to go up here to the 5th fret. We're going to make an A minor. So we're going to bar the 5th fret and make an E minor out in front of it. But the chord is actually that A minor. See how that works? A minor, A minor. So we'll keep that same, but it sounds a little more chunky because you can cut it off. And then you just release the tension on the chord, right? And you get kind of a really pointy kind of sound. Boom, pop, pop. Move it down to the G major. So we're going to bar this. And instead of a minor, we're going to add our 2nd finger to the G string right there, right next to the bar. All right, so we got boom, pop, and then on down to that 1st fret, pop, and then you can do the same thing with the E. There we go, so boom. Hit the road, Jack. Now, let's learn how to play it one more way. This time we're going to add a capo. So let's add our capo up to the 5th fret. It's going to be E minor shape, to a D, to a C, to a B7. So let's go through those chords really quick. So we got we're still in the key of A minor. So remember, the original key is A flat. I'm going to show you a trick for that in just a second. So we can play E minor here, fingers 2 and 3, right next to the capo, 2 frets from it. E minor to a D chord, 1st finger, 2nd fret G, then right there on the high E, 2nd fret, 3rd fret B, strum from the D string down, right? And then to a C chord. Now, let me show you a trick for that. You take this finger off, move these all the way down to the A and D strings just as they are. Add your 1st finger right there to the 1st fret B string. We got a C. And now B7 is kind of a hard one. It's kind of a beast, especially with a capo on here. There's not as much room. So we're going to put our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret A, 1st finger on the 1st fret D, 3rd finger on the 2nd fret G, and then our little pinky's going to go up there on the high E, very high. Cool sounding chord though. So let's go through all that. A minor, D, to a C, B7. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. We can put our strumming to it too. Now, if you wanted to play along with the original recording, probably the easiest way to do that is with the capo version of these chords. You just take it all back 1 fret, and now we're in A flat. So if you wanted to play this in the original key, you know, capo is the perfect thing for that. You can keep all those great shapes. Now, the only thing you can't do with the capo on there is you can't do our beginning little intro thing. You know, you would have to do it like this. Which would be 2nd fret D, open D, 3rd fret A, and then 2nd fret A. Boom, 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 boom. Doesn't quite give the same oomph because it's an octave up from what we were playing, but it's still there. Boom, 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 boom. And we're in A flat now. All right, have some fun with that one. Did that help? I hope it did. If it did, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out so much. You know, we're looking to grow and expand here and teach the world to play guitar here at Chevins Music, and you can help us do that by doing just a few simple things. Click the like button and subscribe. That would be so great. Also, if there's a song you want me to cover, put it in the comments below. I'll see if I can make a video just for you. Remember, if you want to support the channel, you can also buy me a coffee. That link is in the description below. I love coffee, so that would be great. Anyway, I'll see you at the next one, and keep on picking.